Boy, if I could mess up a hot potato, I could mess up a hot potato. How about them apples? Good to see everybody out there. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody. It is Jason here at Signature Esports. This is your countdown to green for a little Xfinity Series action here for the Cool Dog Xfinity Series. Live on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. It is that time, and we're going to be looking pretty darn snazzy here, I do believe. Thank you to Lunatic Designs for being on board with that. It is the Rbracing Homestead 150. That's what we're going to call it. That's what it is. The way it's going to be. RB's on board and out there with us. We appreciate it very much. Starting grid here, presented by Patsfan on YouTube. Beth Fowdy's going to be your pole sitter. Robert Church, your outside pole sitter. Tom Gunn, Mark Rex are going to be there, row number 2. Michael Bollinger, Jerry Culver are going to be your row number 3. Eric Schaefer and Nathan Picard are going to be their row number 4. Brandon Banks, Michael Strickland, row number 5. Stephen Isham, and the spicy one, Mr. Richard Holland. Back in the snazziness, Mr. Van Ness, thank you for the like out there. I appreciate you very much. Folks, I'm just checking on the logos and stuff like that. RB is going to have the logo up tonight for the Cool Dog Xfinity Series. We appreciate RB and all he does, and appreciate him helping us out and sponsor a little bit of the races to help promote one thing that he's got going on. If you check the race description, folks, you're going to be able to see it. It is going to be his one and only Discord that you're going to be able to be a part of. A race that's coming up on the 27th. After Chop Shop ends their series, he has a special event that's coming up, and we're going to be broadcasting that. So I encourage you to get out there and check it out if you haven't done so. RB, thank you for the showtime out there. Mr. Church, have a good stream. Absolutely. Thank you, sir. You have a good race. I hope everybody does have a good race. Homestead is a great racetrack, and we're going to be running 100 laps here as none of the logos are loading in. So that's a crazy time. We'll work on that as we get things going. Alex, much love to you, man. How are you doing today?
I'm doing really great. I'm glad to be here with you, and glad to call another race with you.
You've been missing. You haven't really been missing all that much, though.
I mean, tomorrow is my championship night for my real race, so I mean, I'm 1 point ahead of the second place person for champion. Well, I'm champion right now, so it's a 1 point difference between me and second place.
There you go. Well, good luck on your race. That's gonna be a ton of fun to see what you can do with that. So yeah, folks, I'm gonna do all this stuff. We're gonna go green. We're gonna run 100 laps. They have 2 sets of tires, not one. I don't know why that is what it is. No fast repairs, no stages, 100% fuel. That race information is from last week. I don't know why it didn't reload back up. All right, we're green. They're going. Oh man. All right, Alex, do me a favor. You call this for half a minute so I can get all this stuff worked out.
We just had Robert Church get a little loose there in corner 1, coming out of corner 2.
He's fine. He's fine. Hold on to it, Churchy.
He's fine.
Let's go, says the budget bird. All right, yeah, I gotta put in some logos.
All right, we got a good battle here. So right now it's sitting pole. You have Seth Foley in first. You have Tom Gom second. If I can read stuff right. You got Mark Reich in third. Michael Bollinger fourth. Gary Culver fifth. You have Nate Frigert sitting 6th right now. Eric Vicker 7th. Oh, racing pretty clean. Single file action right now. Eric Schaefer on the outside. He's at the inside. Oh, he's going on the inside of the 013. Going on the inside of Jerry Culver. Fighting up a little bit, but they keep it clean. So most exciting to what I've seen.
You're good. All right, I'm still working on this, folks. It takes a couple of minutes to reload every logo that is supposed to be here. No, you know, those things do happen. Right now, you're looking at the battle. There's the 4 going to the inside. Eric Schaefer working hard to work his way forward. There's the 01 right on the middle of your screen. I want to thank iRacing for being the platform for sim racing. I do want to thank the drivers that showed up today as well, because, you know, there's time and time again we try to push as much iRacing content as we can. And it is not without having drivers that it matters the most. So the 12 that did show up, we're coming to the closure of our series. So the 12 that did show up, we appreciate very much. And I want to thank them for jumping out there. Thank you to RB as well. That's Russell Black out there. If you haven't seen his TikTok, it's Rbracing 064 on TikTok. Make sure you go check him out. Go check out all of what he does and how he takes care of it. Seth Fowdy's going to be out front. Here's your beef jerky and a little bit of driver cams tonight. Bollinger is running. He's going to be there in fourth. Com's going to be your second driver cam out there running second right now. Homestead Miami Speedway is a ton of fun. I do like this racetrack. It runs very unique. We'll see Mark Retchen run on the high side. It does have a tendency to run low, and then you will see drivers that migrate high, but you've got to get the tires warmed up. The track temperature was unusually cool. Normally, we see the track kind of nice and, well, nice and spicy. Well, it's not spicy. Not right now. Seth Fowdy out front. 32. Com in tow. Com got the win last week at Daytona, so he is working on making that an absolute legendary run. Going to go back-to-back weeks. There's our good friend Mark Retchen from Jefferson City running the Lake Ozark Shootout paint scheme. We're going to have the shootouts this week. It is this weekend. I want to give a big shout out to that guy. I haven't seen that guy on a racetrack in a hot minute. He's been out of town doing whatever Spicy's been doing. He's been working his butt off. He's a good dude. So the legendary Spicy is going to be back in the field. Oh,
no contact, but they kept it straight. They kept it going. Ooh.
I tell you what. Whoa, no. Bollinger. Caution's going to come out. Bollinger was stuck 3 wide there. And Stephen Isham taken out as well. Here's what happened. He came down on Churchy there. Stuck 3 wide. Stay stuck. He wasn't stuck. He was there. Out of the church. Let's go for a chase. I think you got free. I think you did. Or Steven, man. Take a look here. And just, I don't know what, I don't know if he got free. We're going to go on board with what happened to Bollinger here. It's a big old say you're sorry moment. Throttle 3 wide. He just flicked his wheel to the left a little bit. Man. All right, striker to pit road. All on the pit road. These guys go run in. Rowdy's going to be there. First caution of the race. Don't normally get to see cautions like that. Let's go, Fatty, says Samantha. Let's go from the Budget Bird. Let's go indeed. Thank you to all the people out there watching. If you missed our dirt race call this morning, we called a race that happened last night. It was I called it this morning at about 10 Central. So if you go back and look at the YouTube or the Facebook pages or the VODs on Twitch, you can find the race out there. This car is a tricky car. It really is. We do have a smaller field tonight, but again, still a big thank you to everybody out there. This is a track that runs very much in the weight of what the drive. I think this is a great car track combo. This is why I had Homestead before I had Phoenix. Phoenix will be running next week, and hopefully we can have a big field for that as well. We had a good size field last week for the super speedway, which is always to be expected. So we'll see how the next couple of weeks, the next 2 races go. RB will be back next week as well. Again, the Discord the Discord link for RB is in the race description on Facebook and on YouTube. No. No worries. Asking me RC questions out there, folks. We're race control at the same time. Your best race start going like that. Yeah, you got free. I don't know if you got free or what happened there, Mike. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to you. There's a little flick of the wheel there, and that's what we saw. I didn't see any contact from Church, who went 3 wide there and had a good start. Still a lot of racing left. Anything can happen. Oh man. Bowdy, Gum, Retchin, Big Art. It'll be Eric Schaefer ready to go. Eric Schaefer leads in points coming into today's race. Giving each other a hard time out there. That's what we're hearing. All right, they're going to green. Kurt seems to be fine here. And there's his driver cam. Taking a beef jerky, a little bit of being a part of it. We always go back and take a look. All right. Tom thinks he jumped the start. Let's see.
I didn't think he jumped the start. I can check that. I don't think he jumped.
He's fine. He's fine. Tom Gum on the bottom. He was in the restart zone. That's what we saw. That's what I saw. Big Art up high. Brandon Banks in tow. And his driver's up 6. Schaefer moving forward. Seth Fowdy came in, or did not come in. Lost a little ground there on the restart here. 13 of 100. We'll see what Seth's going to happen here.
I love how sometimes I'm most exciting. I'm stuck on Retchin. I mean, he's driving really good. He's driving clean. He's driving hard. But most of my most exciting just sticks to one person.
That's it. Well, you know, anything can happen. How about the 013? A little, I'm going to call it team lock. We're not going to call it what it is because we don't want to have any kind of issues there. Tom was in the restart zone there. On the leader. Inside the restart zone, Tom Gum up on the high side. Banks to the inside of the 01. Tom down on the bottom. Tell you what, these cars have a lot of air disruption. It's crazy. Mr. Dove, much love to you, sir. Can we get it? We don't see it. Big Art back to the outside. Banks up high, or down low, sorry. 3 wide. 32. Gets air dumped on him. Back into the throttle from Schaefer. Sort of the best I-rated drivers out there running right now. Tom Gum trying to hold off Big Art. Going to run a little bit higher here. And again, this racetrack, once it kind of becomes single file, that's when you kind of really press into the corner. And Tom down the back straightaway is going to be 3 wide. Wish you could have made it. It's all good, brother. All good. I wish you could have too. We love to see a fuller field. You know, those are the things that we like to see for the drivers. It's a natural want. You know what I mean? It's a big track.
It is a big track.
Sweeping hard corners, 2 different angles, 2 different bankings, then 2 very long straightaways. It's a really big Martinsville.
I'd love to see this in person, to be honest.
Homestead's a great track. It really is. I wish they do. I wish the championship race was here. I really do. 17 to 100 being completed. A little bit longer of a race than what we're used to. Those things happen. That's the weight of the world. We got that logo. I'm going to work on logos again. I'm going to be quiet.
They got Tom Gum going. Coming into 3 out of 4. I mean, he's staying low, battling against Seth Foley. Yeah, Seth. Oh, Foudy. I am sorry, Foudy. I will learn their names one of these days. Mark Gretchen trying to catch Seth right now. Single file behind the leader. Nathan Bigart working on Brandon Banks. We got a Spicy sitting back here. We got a Michael Strickland. Finished out the field so far. Good. Nice, good single file racing. Long race, 100 laps. They're coming to lap 21. You're all good I-rated drivers. I love racing against all of them, and they're fun to talk to as well too. Right now, your pole sitter is Brandon Banks. Then you got Nathan Bigart in second, Eric Schaefer in third, Tom Gom in fourth, Seth Foudy in fifth. Then you got Mark Gretchen in sixth, Robert Church seventh, Spicy Holland in seventh. You got Michael Strickland in eighth, Gary Culver in ninth, Michael Bollinger in 10th, and rounded out. Your field is even, if I'm right.
It's unfortunate what happened to Steven. I'm still working on a couple logos here, folks. We've literally gone through the ringer when it comes to trying to make sure everything that we have happens, stays happening the right way. And, you know, time and time again, you have to make adjustments. And, you know, do the thing you do. What? Not bad. Sorry. Is SDK working? Let's see. No, it's not. That's why you folks can't see anything. So apologies about SDK. We're going to delete that link, actually. Yeah. Okay. New. Browser. SDK.
A good battle back here between Mark Gretchen, Richard Holland, and Robert Church. All running good back here, running clean. But the Spicy on the high side, and you got Gretchen on the low side. Church following Richard Holland in the high side.
Oh, lordy, folks. You know, technology is the root of all evil. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Three days in a row, folks, that I've had a few issues that I'm just not very happy with. So, again, apologies about the stream issues and everything going on with it. All right.
I'll probably have to go back and watch that
there it is.
Late model race earlier today.
It's fun. I didn't like the way it ended. You know, it was a good race. And the guy, the driver who won it, pretty well, I will say, my takeaway is that it's a great race, and I'm glad to see the drivers get out there and run it. And I'm glad to be able to do it. I really was. It was a free race for Kigo because of just all the things that happened yesterday to not be able to call it live, so it was refunded to him. But I will tell you that the race had it all set up to be a Cinderella story. A driver who qualified dead last in qualifying worked his way through, was able to make his way up into at least be in the top three, was leading the race, and the driver who won the race ran him really tight into the corner to the point where if the driver who was making grounds did not blink when he did, they both would have wrecked. But only the driver, and then there was contact in between all that. It's a weird situation to be in, and not complaining about the race. I will say that it made me become a race fan again, and I like those races. The races that help me rejuvenate my thoughts. That's Foudy's up to fourth here as the old legend goes at it. He's your pole sitter, but opportunity knocking. How about Spicy coming to take a little bit of fuel? He's going to run a little bit longer. I believe Strickland did the same thing just to get a little touch of it. Sat out there running. A little Toyota action happening here. What do you think of the new mic?
I love it.
Good deal.
The mic's awesome.
It better be. I'm tired of replacing stuff.
I gotta ask you, Jason, and all the iRacers out there. What is your take on from what I've been told, the 4 cylinders coming to iRace?
I mean, I think all forms of racing. I think there should be drag racing on this thing. I really do. I think there should be drag racing. I think we should have every form of racing that will go to a racetrack. And if the racetracks are already on iRacing, it just makes it that easier. It's much easier to scan a car, in my opinion, just based on what I know, because they're not, they can do mock-ups of the builds of the car engines. The physics of the cars pretty easy to dial in. They're just numbers. I would say it's probably pretty easy to do that in consideration of getting out and fully geometrically scanning a racetrack. So laser scanning is a whole nother ball of wax, and you got to do what you got to do.
I feel like that's hard, laser scanning everything.
Oh, I guarantee it's not fun. Rich Howard up 6. Tom Gom is going to be off 2. He led a couple of laps here. This is some bonus points you will see. Eric Schaefer 1.7 back, 34.5, just solidly moving. Stryker saved a little bit of tire. Now running a little bit faster than some of the drivers there. It's going to be to the inside of Robert Church. There's your battle for 7th. Is Spicy. Get himself a little bit more in the wake of this car. It's one of my favorite cars on the circuit. And I'll tell you, I cannot see iRacing without this. I know the College Series runs this one, but it'd be more interesting to see I see another professional level at this Contender Series.
I'd like to see that too.
Strickland to the outside. He's going to run up near the wall. Spicy down to the bottom side. So Stryker and Spicy. It's a spicy strike. It's a match.
Yes.
Banks being closed in just a touch by Big Art. At about a half second, he gets the run on the straightaway. I'm telling you, the amount of air it takes to move around this car right now, low in 3 and 4 for Brandon Banks. Big Art running right behind him. The moment the 9 goes to the bottom side, Big Art closes in. And this is kind of where he's managing the gap. Banks runs the higher side in 1 and 2. I think Big Art is going to start flirting with that wall. We'll see if he's going to be able to catch on the corner. Normally we see an egg shape in the corner. Right now, 2.5 seconds, the difference here from Schaefer to Foudy. It's Saturday, people. How's it been having your name on a iRacing series? I know it started out with 18, 20 drivers, and we've had somewhere between an average of 12 to 18 drivers per race. But you've had your name on it. I know you're doing some content. Schaefer up near the wall. It'll be fine.
I mean, it feels really good. I mean, like I said, I'm trying to get more content out there. So hopefully in the next few weeks, a little contact there between Schaefer and Tom Gom, but they got the good. But shortly here in the next couple of weeks, like I said, I should be getting some of my Thompson Racing videos on my YouTube channel, so you guys can see some of my races that I've been racing at and racing at a few different tracks. A couple of tracks I've been struggling, but it is what it is. But hopefully to get some in-car cam tomorrow, I'm gonna charge some GoPros and I'm gonna be putting that on my Cool Dog YouTube. So don't be afraid to check it out tomorrow, because I will probably be putting it up on Saturday morning.
Apologies on the first caution. All good, man. Don't worry about it. Yep. His link is like one of the first links that you're going to see. He is in Patsfan, so which we appreciate all the support. Folks, also, so everybody knows, we got a little series coming up. And that little series is going to be near and dear to the missus' heart. First and foremost, we're going to drop some things down. We got to move some things around here on OBS. I'm going to show it to you in just a moment, so bear with me. Yep. And yep. There. Okay. And buttons. More buttons. Good buttons. Thank you to our channel alumni, Dennis Daily School, Key Dark Horizon, Mandarin Racing, Ryan Wendt, and Robert Church, part of the Champions crew. All of our pros, which includes, actually, Alex, I need to move you up. You got to the pro version of that. I gotta move you up, but. So we're going to say, even though it says you're in the rookie section, we're just going to honorarily put you in the pros until I change that. But Penguin, Alonzo King, Anthony Garland, Bryant Lucas, Mark Retchen, the budgie bird, the budgiest of birds out there. Thank you, dear, as well. Of course, Alex, we're going to move him up to that pro section. Rock Stallone, Brad Dove, Anthony Crownover have all given us a whole lot of help and support, and we appreciate it. Appreciate everything that people do. Right now, Striker moving forward. Trying to play catch up here. But yeah, what I was getting to when I clicked on buttons, the Powder Puff race coming. Powder Puff Racing League. I don't know how big that thing's going to be. There it is. We're going to move it over. There it is. Powder Puff Racing League. It's going to start September 21st. It is... I'm calling it the Ballistic Powder Puff Race. Or Powder Puff Truck League, whatever it is called. Whatever it says on your screen. Sorry, I had a cough. So it's a Powder Puff Racing Truck Series. What it is it is 5 75-mile or less races. It's going to be Saturdays at 5 p.m. Eastern. It is literally for you to help your family realize what you folks do, right? And the key here is we want to get your family, whether it's your spouse, which I always encourage, your fathers, your brothers, your sisters, your best friend's uncle that's never been on iRacing. You're gonna throw them in the simulator, and they're gonna run 5 races every Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern. That's when the session goes live. We'll probably do about a 30 or 45-minute practice, similarly to like we do everything else. And they'll be short races. They won't be very long. It's enough to get the bug and the itch underneath their seats, right? So that's what we're looking at. That's what we're going to see. Big Art coming to pit road. Let it down. 44 of 100. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. We are looking for people to sponsor that series, and the only reason why we're going to take any sponsorship is because I want to get some prizes for the competitors, and I want gift cards and stuff like that, things of that sort. I want to be able, maybe we would put together some baskets. If we got a kid in there that wins a race, then we'll do something. I want to do something for them, so we're gonna be asking for sponsorships for that series. We're not gonna ask for for an entry fee for the drivers. Also, if you have a 1,000 or less I rating, we're gonna allow you to compete as well. We want it to be learned. Big Art having an issue. Something happened.
Someone was trying to go into the pits, and I think he smacked the wall.
Oh, no, he pulled a Larson. Ow! Ow! That looked like it hurt. Hold on, now we got to go back and look at it from the cockpit view. That's a shame. They was trying a short pitch strategy here. All right, let me get rid of that logo. Find my Discord. Exclamation point Discord. Uh-oh. He did. He pulled it directly at Larson. Oh, man. Oy. Well, that car's all jacked up on, tire irons. Eric Schaefer, Michael Strickland. Schaefer's going to be able to try to defend here. He's going to run very high, striker all the way to the bottom side of the racetrack. We'll see if he's going to be able to try to make this clear. This is a racetrack where the high line is absolute king. And Strickland's done a lot of saving here in the early going. He only came in, took fuel, which makes you heavier. It also makes you slower. Thank you, Budgie. You're a legend. Little wall scrapes never hurt anybody. Yeah.
I'll be the first to say I'll help sponsor that powder puff race, because I'd love to see it grow big. So I have no problem helping sponsoring that, Jason.
Cool. All we got to do is, I don't even know what amount. You folks, Budgie, pick an amount. We'll let Budgie control the budget.
Cool. I'll with that.
Basically, we just want to get some prizes. That's all we want to do. We want to do that. Budgie, you pick the budget. How much do these sponsors pay? The series is called the Powder Puff series. It is not meant to be derogatory or mean at all. It's meant to be exactly what it is. It's supposed to be a fun. It's gonna. If you've seen our Powder Puff races in the past, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They've been a ton of fun. Four to the bottom side. 88's going to run high. Schaefer again low on 3 and 4. Big run for the 88. Going to give up some of that clean air. Yeah. Good little race. I heard him.
Yeah, I kind of figured you did.
I can hear everybody. The stream can't hear everybody, but I can hear everybody. It's a good little battle right here. I know Banks has kind of pulled away a little bit. Seth is closing back in. He had a few second gap here as well, but he's running a little bit of different race line. We'll see what's going to happen with Seth. Brendan Banks, 1.3 seconds here, 52 of 100. They're going to be able to run about 60 or so laps. 55 to 58, usually about common. Some drivers will split this thing halfway, but I think the tire fall off is so much that, you pretty much just run it out of fuel and then go to it. And how I feel about that. That's how I feel about that. You could say any amount, Budgie. It's okay. Now it's $1,000. We're gonna buy them. We're gonna buy them vacations. No, don't hold me to that. Don't hold me to that. It's supposed to be a fun time. The super speedway races that we've done with the powder puff stuff has been an absolute blast, and we've watched an 11-year-old win, a 12-year-old win. We've watched Robin Stevens won the last one, but she was getting beat by a teenager for the longest part of the race. And if the teenager didn't wreck, it would be good.
He'll be good.
He's fine. We're all fine. I don't call out blinkers. It's not my thing. I'll say if somebody's blinking, but for the most part, well, everybody else is. If somebody has an issue, then it's on the drivers to really make the difference here. You know what I mean? That's what we want to see. We do have another race coming up. We're going to have a memorial race for, he was just talking just a moment ago, for Patsfan, the young man that's on his Xfinity car, Eric Schaefer, coming to pit road. It's down to speed. They didn't make it. He did. Nice timing for him there, so be able to save it. 56 of 100 being completed. Bollinger doing his on his car here. See a little bit of speed. Gavin Bivens is a young man on his car. And Gavin passed away, so we're going to do a memorial race for him. I think we're going to do that on the 20th. His Chop Shop will end the week prior to that. The 20th, that's a Friday, and the 27th, when RB's race is going to happen. That's going to be kind of cool. RB, how do you like your logo up there, man? If you're out there still watching, thank you for being out there watching. Not an eventful race. This is a racetrack where you need a bunch of cars to make it eventful. But it happens. You know what I mean? Budgie, it's okay. Samantha, I know you signed up for it. Congratulations. I'm so happy to you. I'm happy for you. I'm looking forward to seeing you get into the rig and getting your win on. Beth Fowdy is closed into Brandon Banks here. These two have gone. Oh, Kirchie onto the access road, mowing some grass here at. Hey, he's got an Iowa corn paint scheme. I didn't even notice that before. Coming off pit road, that does happen. I've done it a time or two. Seth making the pass on the bottom side. 9 battles back. Seth Fowdy again saved a little bit of tire. Now takes the long haul. Right in front of the 9 car. So Seth back to the front. I want to try to get Budgie. We need to get you a simulator on the Banks to pit road. Did we get Budgie in there? All those in favor of Budgie Racing, say aye.
We need to get Budgie in there. I hear a lot about him, and I hear good things. So we should get him a simulator.
That's a her.
Oh, her.
That's
her.
a her.
I'm so sorry.
That's my mod.
Yeah. If you want to beat me up, go ahead. I am okay with that. I messed up.
That is the lovely Budgie. And she's got some budgies. But she got one budgie. He's a little boy. Likes to get her attention when she's modding. Awesome. Never met her outside of the stream, and I trust her with everything we're doing. Mark Retchen, last driver on the lead lap. Might be looking to come to pit road here. Rich Holland up to 4th. Stryker closing in 5.5 seconds. Stryker does have good long run race pace here. We'll see how long that pace is going to last. Eric Schaefer he's got about a 1.6 second benefit to the tires he has right now. But again, 38 laps to go. There's a lot to be said. Seth Foudy just ahead of him. It is a long lap, 35-second lap so for the most part. That's about the average lap. Fastest lap of the race is a 33.31. I'm sorry, 33.29. And then I take that back. Stephen Isham, it didn't register until I clicked over. 33.26 was his fastest lap. So very awesome time. Oh no, we're going on board spicy just in case. Oh, spicy blank
there.
He's fine. He's fine. I swear to everything holy, I'm gonna come over there very soon. We've got a big crate sitting here of stuff that goes to spicy. When life gets when life gives you lemons, you're supposed to make lemonade, folks. Well, I've been making pickles. Foudy coming to pit road. Striker's going to be out there leading a lap here. Brandon Banks could use a win here. The extra bonus points would be huge. He does have the most laps led this race so far, so this is good bonus points. Trying to close in the 19 points that he needs to. Eric Schaefer sits fourth right now. Strickland assumes the lead. 6/10 of a second deficit between Brandon Banks and Eric Schaefer. The number one pit stall is going to be very important for Seth here if he can get the tires up. Because right now, he's going to lose a little bit of ground. Yep, they make the pass. Brandon Banks gets around Seth. Seth on the bottom side of the racetrack is going to have to really, really capitalize here. Brandon Banks ties is very close to that fast lap of the race, 33.27. 3/10 of a second to the four in front of him. But Seth was able to close in a ton of time early. We'll see if either one of those drivers make that happen. Spicy to pit road.
I believe they'll make it happen. It'll be a good close race at the end.
I mean, even if not, Brandon Banks gets the win. Seth has run a masterful race.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Riker lapping Holland coming off pit road. The Tabasco fiasco, the spiciest of this, the guy that, just a good dude. Kurt's just off the lead lap as well. Give it on 56. 62 for Tom Gum. Roll Tide from the Dudley man. How are you doing, sir? Phoenix for the championship race next week in the Cool Dog Xfinity Series. And then our Thursdays are going to be off until December. Thank you, Mr. Dudley, for the like. Thursday is going to be what I call, until we get to the Dirt Series that we're going to be calling for the Spring Madness Series. I'm going to leave that day for anything that may just come up. Whether it's family game night, whether it's, me getting out there and running some races, or if I just want to have the night off. I'm leaving Thursdays alone. The Xfinity Series, once we get through the Dirt Series that I'm going to be calling in December for the Winter Series, at the start of the season next year, there's a possibility we might bring back our Truck Series or our Xfinity Series. Possibility. We'll see. But for the time being, other than the Saturday afternoon series, there's not going to be any more. And that is only because I want to, excuse me, I'm about to have, it'll be 8 races on 6 days. And that would be 9 races over 7 days. And let's just face it, folks, I'm gonna need a break. No, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to take some personal time. I'm going to do it. This has been awesome to be able to do this again. But likewise, like what I said before, this isn't without its own fair share of little headaches. It's not without its own fair share. Striker comes to pit road here. He'll be closed in on pretty quickly. We'll see if he's going to be able to make some of that time back up. Jerry Culver 2 laps down. Bollinger out there running, got the quote unquote new engine in there. So, but yeah, we're gonna do some things, and if I have to do special events, it'll be a Thursday thing. I do know that when we get closer to Christmas time, we're gonna go back to our Toys for Tots toy drive, where we get into our 24-hour streams again. I know that's going to be coming up. There's just a lot of content to make and a lot of things that I want to do. Ryder Banks assumes the lead. Stryker's going to be leaving pit road here. Stryker only losing about 20 seconds to that. Thanks to Culver. Culver came in on 64, so 5-lap pressure tires. Eric Schaefer 5 seconds back. Seth Foudy is, Seth Foudy 5 seconds back from Schaefer. 1.5 back from Schaefer is going to be Brandon Banks. So Banks doing a great job of getting down pit road when he needed to. Came in on 59. Seth stayed out a couple of more laps. That was the extension that you saw there. A great time for Banks. But likewise, a car that just kind of worked in the advantage of Seth. So 28 laps to go. We're going to be doing that. And this has been a great series. I don't know. At some point, I'm just going to be putting my name on things. I think maybe that's just what we need to do. I don't know.
Oh, and then speaking of your Toys for Tots, I think we talked about this. I will have a Special Olympics charity event on November 2nd
Yeah.
for the iRacing community. So
Gonna be cool. Yeah, folks, we do Toys for Tots stuff every year. Last year we raised $2,790 and change. No, it's 2,790. Can't remember what the change was. Year before that, we were at like $5,000. So I'm hoping I want to beat that, folks. I want to beat our biggest year. I know times are tough. It's going to be after the election, so maybe confidence in spending will be higher. Whatever the case may be, it'll be good. Eric Schaefer holding on. Chris rolls in fourth. 74 laps to go. Stryker runs his fastest lap of the race. Now he's going to be able to just pretty much haul Tookus. OCP is going to be able to try to push that car to its absolute limit. Strickland has Holland right behind him. Mikey came in on 64, so he's got a little bit fresher tire than some of the other drivers. But you know what? Not bad for coming back for this. I think, is his first race that I've seen him run. Brandon Banks in second. I'm sorry, Brandon Banks out front. Eric Schaefer in second. Normally, I'm used to saying it opposite, because Banks always turns it on very late. We'll see. Schaefer coming off pit road. Good dude. Good simplicity. So we'll use our Thursdays for something. Whoa. Stryker to the outside. Tom Gom. Robert Church. A lot of folks pushing hard here. Man. RB Racing, 25 laps to go. Again, check out RB on his TikTok. A good dude. And again, apologies about all the overlays being jacked up on Mountain Dew. Apologies about any top frames you may have seen, whether it was there, whether it was not there. We'll see. replying to Budgie. Budgie, I gave you some input. All right. There's Mark Retchin back here. Came in on 60. Got a good car. This is a good car. I just wish more people would run them. Been a good series. Been a good season. We had a good truck season. We had a good Xfinity season. Last time we ran any of that stuff, it was a long dang old time ago. What am I looking at? Oh, it's Bollinger. Bollinger and Jerry Culver. Bollinger's actually going to pick up a spot here this next time by. There it is. So he'll finish 10th at minimum. Unless Nate's car's got a new front. No, it doesn't. Nope. It does not have a front end. It's going to take a hot minute for them to replace everything there. Well, there's enough time.
Looks like Bollinger's trying to get a lap back. Oh, he just skipped the wall a little bit. But he's fine.
He's fine. Xfinity and Gen 6. I know, Dudley. One of my favorite cars on this platform, both of them. A lot of people are starting. I'm starting to come around to the next gen car. You won't catch me racing this week, folks. It's Super Speedway week. You won't catch me racing. I'm not doing it. I could probably have some gains, but the losses are going to be too much. I'll wait until we go to Kansas and go out there and have some fun at Kansas. Win or lose at Kansas, I like Kansas, and I'll just run it. What is it? Date? It is, yeah, Kansas coming up here in October. I don't know. I got to work on some rating. I got to work on some other things. Also, found a new favorite game, and if you haven't played it, it's called Delta Force. It was Delta Force Hawk Ops, but it is in a closed alpha right now. I was courteous enough to be able to get a key. And thank you to Delta Force Hawk Ops. Thank you to X4 Foundations as well. It's a new little... It's a weird space game that is a weird space game. While I wait for Star Citizen to do its thing, I've kind of found a space game I've never heard of, and actually pretty good. It's pretty cool. Not bad. Done a little bit with it. I do have to do a live stream with that very soon, because that was given to me. And we're going to do that. But Delta Force has replaced Tarkov for me. I love Escape from Tarkov. Love the game. Hate the developers. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm saying it. Everything about Tarkov is absolutely amazing. But it just I'm not a fan of what the developers are doing. So that's how it is. So now, yep, found Delta Force Hawk Ops. And it's been a good one. I haven't run the next gen in over a year. I ran a couple of I've ran a couple of different races in that regard, and it's been good. Hold on, I gotta mute myself for this one. Anyway, that was bad. We'll not do that again. Thanks, Schaefer, Foudy, Strickland, Com's going to be your top 5. Holland's going to be in 6th here. Retchin in 7th. Retchin. Folks, if you ever get into one of my personal streams, I'll tell you that joke. You just got to remind me about it. Original Battlefield and the mods were great. So, so the way that I look at Delta Force is that it is what I thought Call of Duty DMZ should have been. It is literally the perfect mix of Battlefield, Call of Duty, and here's a good battle here with Seth Foudy and Eric Schaefer. It is literally the epitome of what Battlefield is, what Call of Duty is, and a little bit of Tarkov, all mixed into one, and it feeds every itch. They have an attack and defend, and they also have an extraction portion of it, and it's getting ready to release a. They're getting ready to release a campaign version that is based off of Black Hawk Down, which is awesome. If you have not played Delta Force, you might remember it from the late 90s. A lot of us have played it. It's a game that I remember playing way back when, before first-person shooters were really a thing. So if you can get access to it, I recommend it. If you watch streamers play it on Twitch, I believe sometimes they have drops for it. So I like it. I think it's a great game. So far it's been a great game. There's a few little things that they could tweak, but outside of that, it's been fun. It's been good. I've enjoyed it. And I know I need to do a stream with it, but it's been a good time. Brad Banks, 4.4. Sometimes there are perks to being a content creator. Even though I do iRacing as kind of the primary here, folks, I do play games. I do have video games that I like. I do have PC games that I like. And what's good about it is that I truly do enjoy what gaming does, and it brings the community together. It just really ties everybody into the right, into that right momentum. Kirchie coming around is going to be a lap down. Hearing some walls scraping. Bollinger's into the wall a little bit. He is into the corner. He's got 10 laps. He's just trying to let the wall do the work for him. Don't do it. Don't do it. He's going to race, but I had a long day and everything. No worries, Josh. Much love, brother. Hey, congratulations on the win this past week, though. Hey, for those who didn't know, when we had Ballistics race, Josh was the one that won it. You got how much did I send you? 70, 80 bucks? That was what the first place won. It was really cool. Congratulations. That has 9 laps. Can he close it in? Running about 3/10 of a second a lap faster. Stryker has 8.4 seconds to Eric Schaefer ahead of him, but he has gained 7 seconds over the long haul here. It was about 22 seconds back, 21 seconds back. Brandon Banks just ahead. Tell you what, Seth and Strickland, long run race pace. Banks chose the right time to come to pit road. 8 to go. Been a good race. Good race.
It's been a good race. I feel bad about my phone going off. That's my mom calling.
That's okay. Mom's allowed to call.
Oh, she'll call me during the race on Tuesday nights as well. And I was like, Mom, I'm racing.
Yeah, it's all good. Answer the call. I told a joke. It was pretty dirty. Not really. It's adult humor, but pretty bad. We won't say that again. We won't do that again. All right. We are live on Twitch. It didn't change my starting. That's funny. That's funny. Much love, Budgie. Thank you for being the viewer out there. Thank you to everybody who is watching out there. And much love and appreciation to all the fine folks that take the time to stop by and watch these streams. It means a lot. Even though sometimes, sometimes it feels, sometimes you feel like a nut, right? Sometimes you don't.
Miami Homestead have a road course on their track?
Homestead, Miami? I believe it does. I believe it does. I think it's a kart track. I can't remember.
I was just watching my screen on my lap, and I'm just like,
they have
like a road course.
They have a modified road course. That's what it was.
Okay.
2.3 mile length, 11 turns. It's had 4 different configurations. 95 to 96. It was a square oval, similar to Indianapolis. Looked almost identical. From 1997 to present, it has been the oval that you see today. The original road course from 1990 was from 1995. Budgie sending me 500 biddies. Thank you very much, dear. I'm sorry the text-to-speech was turned off there, but Brian did tell me that you sent me 500 bits. Thank you, dear. 4 laps to go. Brandon Banks, 2.4 second deficit here between he and Seth Foudy. Foudy has Retchen just ahead of him. And almost close enough. Try to run him down. Gonna fall in tow here. Yeah, the current road course is still there. The modified road course actually uses the similar to what you see in at Charlotte and Daytona. The Daytona road course actually uses turn 3 and 4 as well. So that's trying to close down with 3 laps to go. I don't know if he's got enough time, but he's gonna try. I would try 2.5 in closing as we get ready to go 2 laps to go. Thank you, Budgie, dear. I appreciate you very much. I appreciate everybody out there watching. That's more important. 2 laps to go. Brandon Banks, 2.6 second deficit. Schaefer should be comfortable in third for the time being. Stryker, good run on this car. I think on the long haul, it's probably got the best car. Maybe just stayed out a lap or two. I think he and maybe just a lap or two too late. I don't know. Seth's doing a great job, though. 2.4. Banks coming around. We'll take the white flag. Final lap here in the Rbracing Homestead for the Cool Dog Xfinity Series. Patsfan on board as well. Thank you to Beef Jerky Unlimited. Thank you to Chop Shop Racing, Banderoid Racing. Banderoid Racing, and of course, Dark Horizon Fishing. Of course, Thompson right here, Mr. Thompson, all that he does. The Budget Baird, my moderator, to, of course, Carpets, Greg Langford, and all that he does. It is absolutely a blast. Banks wins. Foudy's going to be second. Schaefer's going to be third. Strickland, Gum, Holland, Retchen, Church, Culver, Bollinger, and then Big Art and Isham. Simplicity goes a long way. How to build confidence. All right, there it is. Brother Banks going to be your winner. He's going to burn it down. Schaefer's going to be back down there with him, the DBR duo. Seth Foudy will be right there in between them. He'll finish second. Strickland, Tom Gom, your top 5. Spicy finishes 6th, first race back on the lead lap. And the car he probably hasn't driven in a hot minute, so we love Spicy. Mark Retchen, Robert Church, Jerry Culver, Michael Bollinger, who's going to be your top 10. Big Art and Isham doing their thing. That is how it works. Yeah, see, they're going to burn it down. That's how it works. All right. I'm going to say that it was a good race. I think it's going to tighten some points up. Kind of curious, actually. Let's see if the race populates quick enough here. We appreciate all the drivers. Tom Gommer leading some laps, did a great job there. Thank you to Bollinger, Gom, and of course Mr. Church, and of course Seth Foudy. We'll see Seth here in just a moment from their driver cams tonight. It's much appreciated in all the regards. Is he going to try to drift the Polish lap? I think it might be what he's going to try to pull with Larson here. both versions of Larson's. You know what I mean? That was fun. Absolutely spicy. I'm glad you had some fun, man. Haven't seen you run a car in a hot minute. All right. I think we're going to do it, right? We're going to do it to it. I think they're probably ready. I've had a day. We've all had a day. Dang, oh dang. Dang, dang. There you go. Do it. Put it in neutral. Let's put on the brake. Trying to help him burn out some more. Give him a bump. Schaefer tried to. He blew his engine up, so that's what they're doing. Little teammate helping the teammates here. There it is. What better way to do that right there? Hold on to the night. We'll bring him right up. Brandon Banks comes home in victory lane tonight. Chose the right time to cut the pit road. That was, it looks like you guys were out there having a little bit of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We were just kind of sitting up there maintaining, and just trying to keep the lead. Seth was pretty quick there at the end. I think he should have short pitted me. Honestly, I think he had a better chance. Once he pitted so late and gave us a chance to make that last bit of the run a little shorter, I think that was where he messed up. But it was a good run to him. I mean, he did a good job. It was a lot of fun out
there. This makes a couple of wins. I was actually getting ready to jump over to see what it did to the points. I know we had 19 points to close in between you and Schaefer, and this might come down to a bad night if it happens. So let me.
Yeah, I needed Schaefer to finish like 10th.
Well, remember we had the bonus points. So
yeah.
See.
It's gonna be tough to beat, and we need some bigger turnouts. I think we have maybe a better chance at it. But
I know. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was not your fault.
Let's see. Gonna go. All right. Results are posted. Standings are 8 points.
8 points. Yeah,
so
it's gonna be tough.
You literally, if you do what you did today, and he finishes exactly where he finishes, you win by a point.
Oh man, that's gonna be tough. I mean, Schaefer's Phoenix is one of his best tracks. We're not bad there, so we'll be able to give him a little run, but definitely one of his better tracks. So I don't know, we'll have fun. Regardless, it'll just be a good time, and we'll get in there and see what we can do. And hey, you never know. It don't take but one bad move. Schaefer likes to do that sometimes.
You said that this was going to be your racetrack. I think that was it was a good call. It was a good call.
Yeah, we're pretty good here. I mean, this is probably one of my better ones. Honestly, I don't feel like it's my better ones, but I do run here really good. So I don't know. I tend to do that a lot of times. These tracks that I feel like I'm that comfortable in, I do a lot better at. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, I don't. What happened to Nathan? He was there and then he wasn't.
He pulled a Kyle Larson.
Oh gosh, he hit the pit wall. Okay, all right, that explains a lot.
He got free out. He got 3 out of 4 in the pit wall.
Okay, makes a little more sense now. I was like, man, where in the world did he get his speed and just gave up? I didn't know what happened.
No. He had no. He hit the wall so hard that iRacing took away the whole basically front section, but the frame.
Oh goodness.
No engine, no tires, no axle. I think even the transmission was gone. Like it was literally just part of the frame. And I actually take it back. The left front hub was there.
Hey man, if you're gonna do it right.
That's pretty much what we said about Larson too. That's
exactly.
All right, brother. Give a shout out to get a victory here. That makes 3. You're tied for the most wins So
All right. Yeah. Thanks to Cool Dog Alex for doing this, and Patsfan, you for doing the broadcast, coming out here and doing it every week. Even with the little small turnout, I think it's still a lot of fun just to get in here and just turn some laps. And if it ain't nothing but just practice, it's definitely a lot of fun. So, uh, shout out to DVR and Niggas Paint Shop, Paul Setup Shop, all the guys that we race with every week. So go next week. We'll see what we can do, man.
it's
See.
mano y mano between the Schaefer and the Banks.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fun.
Gonna be tough.
But then you both could wreck, and we could have a 20-car field, and we'd be fine.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Nobody's close enough. Striker's third in points. So,
Oh, wow. Okay.
but
Yeah.
there's hold on. There's a couple of point battle there. Yeah, there's a 10-point battle for third. There's a couple little battles. A couple of points between like 8 points and 10 if they showed up. So we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see how it
I
goes.
see. Yeah, appreciate those guys for coming and racing with us, and at least keeping the field like what it is, to give us a little bit of competitive race out there. And like I said, hopefully we'll get a little bigger turnout next week for the finale, and make it a show for you if we can.
It would. I mean, I want that for you guys. I want it for the racing. It's as
Yeah.
far as the show goes. I mean, each week we've put on a show. I think this has been the lightest field. Just down to the last couple of races. School just started. There's a lot going on right now. So
Yeah.
so I understand. And then I did tell the guys, and we'll make a formal announcement in Discord. But I did say it on stream that I'm gonna take an extended break until the beginning of the year, and then I'm gonna try to bring back the Xfinity series after we get through some Winter Dirt series on Thursday.
Huh?
But when we do that, we're going to try to do it proper and try to get you guys a field. Because I want an Xfinity series. That's what I want. I really do.
Oh yeah. There's definitely a lot of good Xfinity drivers out there that you can do. Just just got to get the word out there, and get them to get in here, and we'll be all right. I think so. Give it a little bit of break, get through the holidays and everything, and start strong. The season or next year.
Yeah, just to do something good. Jerry says it was a good race. Yeah, I thought it was
Yep.
a great race.
Yeah, that's fun.
For 12 drivers, 100 laps, it's all about getting out there and running.
That's
That's
it.
what it was
That's
about.
it. All right.
All right, brother. Well, congratulations once again. Alex, do you have anything else?
I mean, you covered it all, but like Jason says, this is you guys did really good tonight. Even though it's a small field, you guys still good. You put on a good show, and I really liked it.
Yeah. Thanks, Alex. Appreciate it. Thanks for what you do.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, without him, you guys wouldn't have a trophy to fight over. There's a trophy.
That's it. That's it.
So,
Oh man,
it's a weird.
I'm about to
little
move him
trophy.
now. Got to move him now. There's a trophy.
Yeah. It's an actual trophy involved.
All right.
It's a cheap. Pardon my language, folks. I'm gonna say it. It's a cheap ass trophy because there wasn't much money left over after all this stuff. But I actually,
Hey, it is what it is, man. It's just fun getting out here and racing. It's no big deal.
What it's supposed to be.
So,
Yeah.
yes, sir.
All right, brother. We'll see you
guys.
next week. Actually, we'll see you. You running tomorrow? You get some tomorrow.
No, I won't see you again until Tuesday night. So
So they're off next
hopefully
Thursday. So,
oh, they are. Well,
yeah, we'll see you next Thursday.
next Thursday. All right, sounds good.
All right, brother. Enjoy your week.
All right, thanks, man. Bye.
Brandon Banks, he comes home in Victory Lane. We're gonna talk to Seth real quick and get his insight. He said you should have short pitted him.
I thought about it. I really did. I was debating when I got up to that halfway point in the race. I'm like, man, should I pit now and maybe get in there, get some fresh ones on, and try to maybe get some track position out of this? And I also thought about taking right side tires, but I didn't know if I like to do the right side tire thing, and it works a good bit of the time for a lot of these cars, especially in the next gen. But I kind of waited out, and I thought, well, if I waited out a little longer and kind of go at the very end, the way that this track chews up those tires, and I got to give Eric and Banks a lot of credit for the way that they drove. A lot of guys don't realize, that they're over driving this track because you can drive it deep on this track, but that's generally not what you want to do. You want to back your corners up. You want to be easy on the throttle getting out or off of the turns. And if you do that, then you usually have a pretty good long run vehicle. So, um, it's kind of a gamble. It's one of them things. I didn't, based off of the first run that we did, I thought maybe it looked like maybe they were using a bit more than they were. So that was kind of why I made that judgment call. But hindsight's 2020. A different day, a different race here with these guys, and the strategy may be adjusted. So, um, but we were close today. I had a good time. Chatted with Tom a little bit as we were racing. I think he started off the day. He was a bit unsure of how to run the track. I know last week he talked about that he was not real confident about running here, and by the end of the race, he said that he had a good time and stuff like that. So I think we had some accomplishments. We had some members obviously get up to speed on this track, and all that's going to do is produce better racing the next time we come here. So we'll have more cars out there competing for the win. So
Yeah, this track is well. First and foremost, this track was colder than I thought it was going to be. Because normally, I have everything set to dynamic, so I don't try to force track temperatures. But iRacing chose a 78-degree track temperature, and that just kept things kind of. Bleh.
yeah, I mean, um, certainly had a little more grip, than a lot of times when I'm running here. You got to be really easy, especially coming out of four. Again, if you're racing it with tire savings in mind, you don't get a lot of spinning coming out of the turns. But um, on turn two on exit, I usually try to make sure I stay as low as possible to the yellow line on exit, and usually that'll help with some of that spin on a hot track day. Um, but with the way it was today, you're correct. I was able to kind of grip up a little bit more, and I was able to get into the throttle a little bit easier, a little sooner, based off of my positioning on the track, just because of the temperature. So, I mean, overall, I always enjoy running on a cold track. Some guys like running on a hot track because it gets the cars sliding around, and they like to jostle with that. But for me personally, I enjoy a cold track. It's usually pretty fast, and I didn't feel the car was tight, so it was a good setup for the day, and I can't say I was displeased with anything in the race tonight. It was a good time.
We're just going to be working on getting ourselves a couple extra people for the next race. That's for darn sure. Phoenix for next week, which I always appreciate everybody that does show up. I mean, for a 10 race series, just to kind of throw it together again, and I'm all about throwing it together and just saying here it is. It's like the goulash of iRacing. It's weird and tangible, and it just works
Yeah.
sometimes. But no, this was good. Alex, what do you got for Seth?
Seth, I'm kind of like you as well. I like cold tracks. When it's a hot track, I struggle. I just like get too loose. But you did really good tonight. P2 finish. I mean, you guys would do a heck of a lot. You guys did a heck of a lot better than I would. I'd be all over the track. I still cannot figure out the Xfinity Series cars, but one of these days I will.
Yeah. And uh, I appreciate the compliments there. This car has changed so much. Jason, you and I've talked about that, a good bit over the years. This car has changed a lot, and if you can get a grip on this car, it's certainly, if not the best car in the stock car class, it's definitely, um, my second favorite. With that being said, you asked a little bit about Phoenix. I think maybe you were asking what I was going to do next week. That's actually one of my favorite tracks on the service. I hope to do really well at Phoenix. If I don't do well, maybe I'll be a little sad. But overall, Phoenix is a good track for us, and typically most cars, depending on what we're in, usually it's pretty decent results. So
Mhm.
hopefully we can come out and have a good time. And I know you talked about bringing car counts up. Obviously, with the group that we have here, I got to give these guys a lot of credit. I think that they're a fantastic group of guys to run with. It's a extremely chill and a great place to run. And I just want to thank, you, Jason, and Alex. I've seen your race control there. I want to thank you guys for what you do, and how you run the series. and it's a fun thing to be a part of on a Thursday night for sure. So I appreciate it.
Alex is the cool dog. He is actually your sponsor, and that's what's cool
Ah.
about that. So he's the guy that when I said, "Hey, I want to do this thing," Alex says, "Can I be a part of it?" And that's even cooler there. So,
Yeah, definitely.
but yeah, Seth. Well, much love, man. Give you shout outs. I know that you said a lot of them already, but it is all about you. Thank you for running the driver cam, of course. Beef Jerky Unlimited thanks you as well.
Yeah. So, obviously, I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus for even giving me this stuff to do this. I say it every time. A lot of people don't even have the ability to purchase equipment and do this kind of stuff. And I think each one of us that are on this service are extremely blessed. So, um, for me personally, I just want to say thank you there. My wife, she's a huge supporter. She's typically in the chat. I know she's excited to take part in the powder puff racing thing, which will be her first time ever doing any iRacing really. So she's looking forward to that. So I want to say thank you to her for being involved and my family for letting me have time to come on here and run. Um, and you know, I really want to thank you guys. I kind of said that to begin with, but you guys, if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't even have this to run. So I'd be probably off running some official race somewhere. But this gives me a place that I can relax and enjoy and have a great time and hang out with friends and meet new people and stuff like that. So I do appreciate it. Appreciate what you do and the time and effort that goes into all this. So
I mean, that's what it's all supposed to be about, right there. It's supposed to be a community. It's supposed to be about getting out there and gaming. For lack of a better term, folks, it is competitive racing. These people get out there and they take it serious. You should hear behind the scenes. No, you can't.
this is true.
Um,
This is true.
um, but when it comes down to it, there have been people, and you'll hear Banks and Schaefer talk about it, Newbrow, and even in the Chop Shop crew, you got John and Stryker, like brothers. And it's because of things like this that you make some of your best friends through gaming. I think people are going to have your back sometimes more so than the people that you meet every day, so or that you see every day. So, which is cool, which is great. It's what it's about. But Seth, much
Yeah,
love, man. Go
I
ahead.
appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, guys.
Oh yeah,
All right.
We'll see you tomorrow, right? Yeah,
Yes. Yeah, that's
yeah,
right. That's right. Yes. Thank you.
yeah. We'll send 500
Cool.
action tomorrow night.
Before Seth leaves, I do apologize. I know I said your last name wrong, but Jason did correct me. But I do apologize for
Even
that.
Yeah,
I said it
you
wrong.
guys got it down good. Yeah, Foudy. So you guys have it good.
Oh no,
Good job.
Samantha corrected me the first day. Like that was the first time I ever said your name. I was like, I don't know if it's 40 or Foudy or she was like, it's Foudy. I was like, okay, we're good. Yeah. So yeah, Samantha got me, and then Alex was calling. I think he was calling you Foley or something like that.
Yeah, I said like Foley, and he's like, "No, it's Foudy."
I
I'm
was
like,
like,
"Oh,
I was like,
shit."
Samantha's gonna come in here and she's gonna whip some. You know
Kick some
what?
butt. Yeah.
That's exactly what's gonna happen.
It's all good.
All right, brother. Well, congratulations once again. We'll see you the rest of the races this week.
All right. Thanks, guys. Take it easy.
You too.
Yeah,
That's
be right
Seth
back.
right there. He's gonna have some fun. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna bring up this guy who's a legend in the SC department, but also a legend on the racetrack. And you said that Banks. You said last week Banks was gonna have a good run at this track, and boy, you're right. And he says that next week you're gonna have a better run at that track. But 8 points now separate you two for a championship here. And congratulations on a P3 finish, Eric. Walk me through your race and how are you going to beat him next week?
Where are we racing at next week?
Phoenix.
Oh yeah, that's my yeah. I like it.
That's what he said. He
No,
said
he's don't let him lie to you. You saw him the other night in the truck.
I
He
know.
ain't no slouch there. But no, man, I woke up with 3 minutes left of qualifying. I was taking a nap and didn't even realize it. I woke up, thought it was tomorrow morning already, and got in the sim, loaded up and everything, and told Banks, I said, "Well, I guess I'm just gonna grid." I said, "I hope you got enough practice," and then I didn't, as he did. But no, man, it was a decent race. I knew I wasn't gonna be able to hold Seth off there at the end. He had a lot fresher tires than I had, and I don't know. I just ever since they moved this track to running predominantly on the bottom, I can't figure it out. So I like it when you were able to run the top and in the middle, and but ever since I moved it to the bottom, I do not like it at all. But other than that, hey, we'll take the P3.
Well, the way that I was seeing it here is normally it does what I've seen recently is it normally does, but the track temperature tonight for the first time all season that we've ran was 78 degrees. We've had we've had triple digit temperatures on our tracks pretty much the entire season. So this is the first time that we actually had a cold track, and I think that's what kept everybody on the bottom.
Yeah, that and the last big update they did at Homestead,
Mhm.
um, is is all the bottom now. Like you can run the top, but you're just gonna sit there and burn the right front up more than you are the bottom.
Right.
So it just iRacing, they do a good job, but in my opinion, they screwed up with the last time they updated this track. But other than that, yeah, it's I love the track. I love the car combination. Yeah, 78 degrees is nice, but you know me, I like a hot slick track, bro.
That's what Seth likes. Seth said he likes them colder. I said that's not what Schaefer's going to say. So like I know what a lot of drivers like, and I try to just let iRacing dictate the. That's why I leave it, random or dynamic or whatever it is, because I don't. I would much rather the conditions be what they are, and I mean, if you go to a racetrack tomorrow and you say, you know what, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna run. You can kind of guesstimate what the air temperature is going to be, but the track temperature can change just based on moisture, humidity. Like you don't know what you're really going to get into. So
Yep.
that's the way that's the way I like to put things and run it and all that stuff. But you can't let Banks get bonus points and beat you next week by 2 spots.
Yeah, no, I'll do my best, brother.
I'm not saying I don't want anybody to win, but at least now I have a battle for the championship because I bought a dang old trophy. So like we don't. It's not a very like flashy trophy. It's not a big trophy. It's just a little plaque thing. But I was like, we got a little bit left. Let's buy a trophy, or I could send like $23 in iRacing dollars. But I was like, I've never given out a trophy. Never, not one time,
Right.
except for the helicopter award, which I give out every year now,
Mhm.
and that's just a broken. So, folks, for those who don't know, the helicopter award is literally a hand blown glass helicopter that's put on a piece of cheap plastic that we throw in some loose bubble wrap in like 4 boxes, and you get it. That's what it is. That's the helicopter award. So if you win the helicopter award of the year from us, I also give you a gift card too. But that right there is the only thing that we've done that's kind of trollish and it's kind of funny and it gives a good time. And that's why we try to make the helicopter award fun. But yeah, it's the first time I've ever gotten anything for league owners other than just people wanting money, or paying in and getting money and stuff like that. So like, which I don't like that kind of style of racing. I'd rather see you guys get something that's tangible anymore.
Absolutely.
But yeah, man, you got an 8-point lead. I did update the points. 8-point lead.
Nice. Yeah, we'll go into next week and try to keep old Banksy behind us. But he's we call him Bridgestone Banks for a reason because he can save tires better than anybody else. But here lately, he's been having trouble with that. So maybe I can get out there and manipulate him a little bit and try to get a win. So I'll see what I can do. Seth ain't gonna be no slouch either. Seth's pretty good on flat tracks too. So
But Striker is as well. Striker, I mean, Phoenix. You guys just ran Phoenix, so you guys get to run Phoenix tomorrow in the Cup cars as well. Yeah, you guys should run there. And Phoenix is kind of Striker's track too. So we're gonna have some good racing. Like I don't have no doubt. Even if the drivers who showed up tonight show up next week, it's gonna be a good race. Nate's pretty good there. We watched Nate have a good race the other day. So like there's we got good drivers. We just need to tell people that just because it's the second to last race doesn't mean the season's over.
That's one of the tracks I struggled with was Phoenix. I mean, I raced it, but I struggled a little bit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we're running 100 laps, so that's actually really not even that long of a race. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time. We're gonna have a blast. It's gonna work out, and Schaefer, you're gonna try to. Have you won a championship through me?
I don't think so.
Okay, so then I'm gonna not secretly root for you. Banks has won one. Banks won the truck one that we just did. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. All right, Schaefer. Well, got a little mano thing.
Oh yeah.
Between teammates. I like that. I like it. Drinking bros teammates.
Oh yeah. I love it.
Good. All right, Eric. Give you shout outs, man. Congratulations on a P3 tonight. 8-point lead going into next week.
Yeah, thank you. Shout out to you and Alex for putting on the broadcast. Appreciate it, Alex. Thank you for sponsoring the league with the cool dog. Jason, always appreciate you and Signature for what y'all do. Huge shout out to Banks for getting old W tonight. And yeah, that's it.
All right, my man. Go take another nap. You sound like you need some more sleep.
All right, guys.
That's Eric Schaefer comes home in P3. And Mike, you're always sitting in the waiting room afterwards. Say hi to chat.
Hey, chat.
Good race from Culver. Much love to Spicy. Much love to Tom Gunn. Banks win doesn't count because without the Polish victory lap and waved at the crowd. He did it backwards and blew his engine. That's it. Happened. He just did it as a burnout, as a standing burnout. Spicy said it was good to feel back and get back into the car. Yep. Good. Yeah. Hey, now that you got your computer up and running, you're gonna put more content out, right, Mike?
Yeah, I plan on it.
Patsfan on YouTube, folks. Check the links in the description for Alex's stuff, and of course Mike's stuff. Old Cool Dog and Patsfan. Check out the racing channels out there. Make sure you check out RB Racing. He'll be back next week as the championship race sponsor. We're going to utilize what's left of that. Basically, this league has helped one, fund the races. Two, it's going to fund the trophy that I was talking about. It also helps fund just basic running operations here too. There's nothing too egregious. Just it's 10 weeks. We had a few drivers, we had a few sponsors, we had a few things to help take care of it. Because I'm not going to charge these people what I would charge. It doesn't cost $500 to run a league. If I'm calling the broadcast, so that's the way I look at it. I hate money. So the idea, if anybody's going to sponsor the Powder Puff series, just so anybody knows, it's $10 a race, so it's $50. If you want your logo and all that stuff on there, I'm literally going to take that $50 and I'm going to go buy some stuff, some care packages, some whatever. It doesn't matter. We're going to throw some. I'll pick Jess's brain for ideas. So if you guys want to be a part of it, it's $50. And we'll take as many as we can, because if we can get a whole bunch of people signed up, we'll take as many sponsors as we can get for that, because I would love to just, one, make your families feel good about it, whether it's your significant others, whether it's anybody out there that's wanting to run for the first time, getting in a league setting where everybody's going to be new, and it's supposed to be, it's going to be like the T-ball of NASCAR is what it's going to be. Let's just put it that way. The T-ball of NASCAR. We're giving you super speedways, and we're giving you Bristol. That's how it's going to go.
I can say this too, Jason. If you thought the one they did a few months ago, Jason, was crazy, this one's going to probably be a little bit more crazy, I would think.
Fun. It's supposed to be fun. It's not crazy. It's fun. It's supposed to be fun. Everybody should get out there and enjoy themselves. There are so many people laughing, including me, during that entire process, that it was completely worth it. It was, and a lot of people have messaged asking when we were going to do it again. So September 21st is when that's going to start. It's going to be at 5 p.m. Eastern. You have to join our Discord to do it, and you have to be a part of that. And you either have to be brand new to iRacing, i.e., like you've never ran, or you're the significant other, like Jess is going to run. Kato's is going to run. And they've ran literally 2 races on iRacing completely. And those have been the powder puff races that I've done. So if you're like that, then go for it. If you got a kid that wants to run, 10, 11, 12-year-old that one can't have it because iRacing terms of service says you can't, but they can race in leagues if they're first and foremost with the parents' permission and doing all that stuff. So, do the cool thing and be the give up your rig for an hour and send them on over so we can throw a powder puff race on, and we'll do it for five straight weeks, and we'll have some fun with it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about doing with my sister too, Jason. Since this car is actually in memory of the boy that she was with. Actually, that's why I had this Xfinity paint made.
We spoke on it earlier. Alex, anything else for the chat out there?
I mean, you guys are always alive with a lot of stuff. So I love your chat. Your chat is awesome. They're talkative. Sometimes I'm not talkative, but I should be a lot more. But I love your chat. You guys are awesome. You guys support Signature Esport himself. You support him a lot. So I mean, I think that a lot. But I'm also gonna get out of here. So have a great night, chat, and Jason and Michael, you guys have a great night as well.
Biggest thing I can say, folks, is we are a community of many, and there is no I in team, and it takes a team to run a community and to build a community. And I call all of my community members warriors, because without warriors, you can't build an army. So there it is, folks. Be good, be safe, be kind to one another. The most important thing is your health and welfare, and I'm telling you, not just physical, but your mental health matters. So make sure that you look at the mirror and you say, today is my day, and tomorrow's the next day, and the day after that's the next day, and just ramble on and on incoherently like you're tired. Nah, totally joking. Today is today. Yesterday is the past. Tomorrow is the future. You can't control it. So just make sure that you know that there's always someone there. If you ever need somebody to talk to, reach out to me, and we'll make sure that we do what we can to make sure that you have the resources you need. Make sure you are mentally and physically out there. I want your health to matter. Remember, everybody matters. Be good. We'll see you in the next one. Peace. Much love, Budgie.